The parable of the pottery class. I'm going to read this for you. A ceramics teacher announced on opening day that he was dividing the class into two groups. All of those on the left side of the studio, he said, would be graded solely on the quantity of work they produced. All of those on the right side solely on the quality of the work that they produced. His procedure was simple. On the final day of class, he would bring in his bathroom scales and weigh the work of the quantity group. 50 pounds of pots rated an A, 40 pounds a B, and so on. Those being graded on quality, however, needed only to produce one pot, albeit a perfect one, to get an A. Well, came grading time and a curious fact emerged. The works of the highest quality were all produced by the group being graded for quantity. It seems that while the quantity group was busily churning out piles of work and learning from their mistakes, the quality group had sat theorizing about perfection, and in the end had little more to show for their efforts than grandiose theories and a pile of dead clay. An interesting parable, but what does that have to do with pickleball? As I teach in class, I try to get my students to hit as many balls as they can. They're going to get better faster, and you should be drilling and hitting as many balls during those drilling sessions as you can. You'll get better faster. For example, while I'm working with students and teaching them how to serve well, the serving has 12 or 15 different components. What we'll do is talk about one component and get them serving balls, and I will tell them, give me a serve, give me a ball every 4 seconds, trying to get them to hit a larger and larger number of balls. Then we'll stop and talk about the second component and go back to, give me another serve every 4 seconds. I don't want them overthinking. I'd rather them hit more serves, hit more balls, rather than stop and try and analyze every single serve and why it went well or why it didn't go well. As we're working on serving, we're trying to get better, but we're also trying to hit as many serves as we can in a certain amount of time. So that quantity helps us get better faster than if we stop and try and analyze every little thing and try and have a perfect serve. If you're drilling, try and have the same approach. Hit a bunch of balls, so if we're dinking cross court or we're doing drop shots, hit 20 or 30 balls maybe, and then stop and talk with your drilling partners about what are we doing well, what do we need to correct, and then go back and hit another bunch of balls. You'll get better much faster. You can compare drilling to playing, and drilling is our quantity. We're making more shots. We're trying to figure out how we get better and better, and then we hit a bunch more shots, and we figure out how to get better, and we hit a bunch more shots. And so you'll get better much faster if you drill more than if you just play.